Guys, what's up? I'm back again. It's your boy Naseem, and on this video, we're going to get into hunger signaling. All right. See, here's the thing, where this has been going on for centuries, right? Eating is a big part of the American culture. Practically cultures all over the world. And one of the biggest things, right, that's killing us here in America, slowly killing us, is definitely food. Obesity and excess of fat, basically an increased level of adiposity equals out to not being that well in the long term, and leads to diseases such as diabetes. The bad cholesterol gets really bad, cancers, all different types of stuff, right? We can avoid these things by getting into a caloric deficit, doing some cardio, and exercise frequently, man, on a regular basis, all right? Now, I would like to get more into this eating thing, because there's a lot more to eating than I think the average person kind of understands, all right? Like I said, there's hunger signaling, all right? These are cues that your body tells our bodies that we would like to eat. And most of them are a lie. You see, most of us are just conditioned to eat in a certain way or a certain manner, either at a certain time or when we feel a certain emotion, all right? Most people are eating off of emotions. They're trying to fill a void with food, which does not work. Trying to fill a void with food is like the earth being flat and me trying to drive my truck off the fucking road, right? Not gonna fucking happen. So you're gonna have to really start to be in touch with how you perceive your hunger cues or hunger signals, if that makes sense. This can be very difficult. This can take a large amount of time, months and even years, okay? Because we've been programmed as, this generation to, and I don't know, maybe the last century, just programmed to eat the wrong stuff. A lot of us grew up on McDonald's, just fast food, just because, maybe somebody was happy, so they wanted to invite us to a birthday party or a wedding or something happen at school, or your grandparents just wanted to be good to you. And we feel on the Western side that being good to someone is eating at the wrong times and the wrong types of food. We just get it all backwards here. But reading those hunger cues and signals is going to be a major part in the way you look, because you're really going to have to start to be able to control that and understand what hunger really is. You see, first off, we usually get really hungry on that's why we always say in the bodybuilding world, weightlifting, training world, whatever you would like to call it, to stay on a certain schedule. We eat at certain times every single day. There's a reason for that. Not just because we're boring, but There's a reason for that, all right? Let me tell you the reason. The reason why you want to schedule these meals at certain times is because that's the time your body gets used to eating, right? So if you're eating at, let's just say you're eating at 8, 12, 3, and 6, your mind is going to tell you to eat at those times and you will get hungry at those times. Now, when people choose to eat outside of those times, there's probably a few things happening. All right. That means they're not in touch with their hunger cues and signals, right? Especially if they're on a set schedule, or they just haven't learned how to control their emotions, or just control the way they think about eating. Eating and looking a certain way is all about control. Breathing. Sometimes you're hungry, you can take a breath. For me, hunger's gone, but I have tons of experience with this. I'm a martial arts military guy, so I have tons of training with eating and being deprived and all types of different shit. But for the normal person, I would say if you can really get into a schedule, it's really going to help you. Try to make a daily schedule and eat at those certain times every single day. And I promise you, this is going to help you with your hunger cues and hunger signaling to let you know when it's time to eat. If you are hungry outside of these times, that's your body telling you a lie. And you just have to fight through it, okay? You're not going to die if you don't eat. I promise you. I've been on dozens of diets. You will not die if you don't eat. I promise you. So all this stuff is habitual. As time goes on, it'll get easier. You won't have to suffer as much. It'll just be boom, 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 boom. It'll just be like locking your car door, basically. That's how fitness is. You wake up, you wash your hands, you brush your teeth, you shower, step out the door, or whatever you do. I wake up, drink my water, straight to the cardio. So there's no extra anything. Wake up, drink my water, release, we're going straight to doing cardio. And this is just after years of training and training. So basically, working out and looking good is basically knowing cues, and just being on a certain discipline and being on a certain schedule. We in the military, we have a POD. And when I was in Iraq, I would go look at the board, and every hour of the day, you have reveille at 6 a.m. and every hour after that tells us what needs to be done. And I still live my life basically like I'm still in Iraq, right? And I'm making great progress. All right, so I'm out of here, guys. I hope that helps you out. Let me know what you're doing. Are you gonna start really watching those hunger cues? Are you gonna get on a food schedule? Because getting on a food schedule is the best thing you can do for your life, man, and your mental health. It keeps you in shape, it keeps you on point, and it just keeps you right, man. Like that's how you think you're gonna get that, I don't know, that G.I. Joe body, man, that body that you dream of getting. How you think you're gonna get it without being on the schedule? Guys like me, other guys on the internet, we're not eating randomly. No, we're not eating randomly. We all eat at certain times. All right, y'all, I'm out of here.